Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Oh. Get that out of there.
Good. Of course, the mic unplugs on me as I'm giving my speech. It wouldn't be a Matty-Rants live without some sort of nonsense happening here. My apologies, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's again your boy Matty-Rants. Thank you for tuning in today. This is a Drag Race Philippines Slaysian Royale conversation, if you will. We will be discussing this week's episode as well as what is going to be happening coming up next week. I am just going to put this up because I want to be shocked by how some people took something that happened and it being felt so personally. And I keep forgetting that all of us sometimes do attach ourselves to these shows and we get offended on behalf of others. But I don't want to negate anyone's feelings or take away from how you feel about a situation. I do think that a lot of the takes, especially a particular word that was being used, was a little fantastical. And it was also giving we know what hits the hardest to hurt the hardest to make them feel ashamed the most. And I'm not feeding that today. I'm sorry, because I was watching a completely different show. And based on my Patreon comment section, yeah, I get that. So I got to stand my ground today, and I'm gonna take every look I get. I get it. But disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. All opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and program participants are solely their personal views and do not affect the opinions of every human on the planet. No hate should be sent in the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in. I'm a little bit of a talker. You'll be here for less than 2 hours today. Don't post any spoilers in the chat. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some activity and have yourself a good poot. Thank you. Be careful, Ninetail. You'll be called a bully, apparently, on behalf of these fans here today. Because I was reading, I was like, we can't have nothing nice. You know, a situation happened in the workroom that we'll get to that caused a lot of people to feel uncomfortable, but one person more than the other, while another one was having I don't want to even say a mental episode, if you will, because to me, I was reading that as somebody who wanted attention versus a mental episode, but also was still facing something internally at the same time. I think those two things can be true, that they're internally dealing with something, and the only way to express themselves is to do just that. If you saw Drag Race Thailand season 3, which a lot of you didn't, be real, that happened on the show. What we just saw was we saw a small version of that happen on season 3. The most different part of it all is that they were gathering Siam from the beginning of the season. Like, they were like not feeling it for her the entire time. And they were giving her the business, and it was a lot more than what Venus was doing. So for me, I don't receive it the way everyone else is going, like calling her a religious zealot and all this kind of other stuff. And they're throwing this, that, and the other, and blah, 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 and all that kind of crap. Like, if you are afraid of those who are a believer in God and Christianity, and sometimes will be like, what the hell is this and what's going on here? Just like how some people can't understand why somebody would choose to be in the religion, but also still be queer when it condemns it. Please take a second to breathe before you call someone a bully and go after them. It's crazy. That girl crashed out. That is what happened. And then she looked for the camera and then did so again. That's why I was like, I'm not really receiving this the way everybody else is doing. Now, would I have gone to witchcraft? No. That one was a little bit like, you must have dealt with something in the past with somebody who you knew before that acted like this. And because you are now so close to God, this is hitting you in your spirit. And for those of us who are touched, yes, we do have those feelings of like, this don't feel right. There's some darkness going on here. Yeah, they found her phony in season 3 of Thailand because of the way she would be saying certain stuff and then turn around and do other things. And then it came to a point, though, where it was like, she's not really doing anything. I mean, she's kind of like goofy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Mama had took a little, before what happened, but she's harmless in a sense. So I get why people are upset in terms of maybe they face their own persecution behind religious backgrounds with people who have condemned them for their beliefs, this, that, and the other, or they've experienced something like that. And so hearing Venus have a conversation or say something in terms of witchcraft could trigger you. I'm not disrespecting that opinion, and I totally receive that from you. But I also don't think that this is as deep as everyone is making it out to be. And I won't participate or facilitate or even feed into you saying that Venus is a bully. What she did was absolutely disgustingly wrong. They've already had a conversation outside of this, actually during filming, about what was going on, of course. And so I feel like we've taken a moment of 5 minutes and we put it into this huge, giant bubble of expectations. And instead of us looking at everything else that's happened over the season or the work of said individual, we are now focused on that one moment. And now that is the definitive answer of who that person is. And I don't like that. And I think that's ridiculous. And it happens to a lot of us when it comes to multiple things, not just us in religious backgrounds with Christian backgrounds, but those of you who do not believe in God. Maybe someone is atheist. Maybe someone has a different sort of background. Dare I bring up like Judaism right now in this current climate? So for me, it was a lot. Yes. And I can see how people were upset with Venus, but it was the way some people took it to the next extent where I feel that y'all cannot watch television and absorb it on a grayscale. You have to black and white stuff. Stop that. It's reality TV. It is created for our own entertainment and discernment, all that kind of good stuff. And sometimes we get the good and the bad. But they normally work that shit out on television or off camera. And one thing too, yeah, Sunny Squishy, that's what I'm looking at it right now. You know what I'm saying? And Nathan, you're still missing the point of this. No one is giving Venus a pass for her behavior, but the way things are going about right now and how you are even handling this in this chat today is letting me know that you have made your decision. You have not given this a chance to go. Venus also was triggered too. And that made them feel very uncomfortable. Other people in the room were also feeling very uncomfortable too. We're taking a moment and we're hyper focusing on it. So we have an argument and we have a fight. I can't feed you, Nathan, today for that. I'm so sorry. But I get that it hurt your feelings and it may have hurt other people's feelings too on behalf of Siam. And so you've attached yourself to that. And that's what you want to have today. I'm not doing this. I want to talk about the TV show. I'm going to break it down the way I want to break it down. And we're going to go on and we're going to move forward here. But I'm too old for this shit. 1 and 2, I've done too many seasons of Drag Race for me to jump down someone's throat anymore. I've already done that. Ask me for All Stars 3. Go back and watch those old videos. I've already done this. And Peter, that's a great example when you say Venus doesn't have the right to say that. Well, Siam literally stopped everybody's, it like completely wiped the energy out that room in that moment and did the most and was talking to them at first, then went to the camera and then got in the camera and was like, hey, and I'm like, what is going on here today? That's when Siam lost me. When she was yelling at them, I was like, okay. When she got to that camera, I said, this is TV. And this is where that airtime shit, I feel where Venus comes from on that one. The witchcraft bit, we didn't have to say all that. I was like, yeah, well, I don't know. That wasn't necessary. But like, I wasn't losing my grip on reality for that one. But then I'm noticing that no one's talking about Kiana walking out during Siam having their moment when they were in the bottom two. But I guess we have empathy for Kiana. It's a little bit different, right? Even though Kiana was also upset about it, but Venus went a little bit harder. Semantics. 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 They had a conversation off camera. They talked about it. Venus understood what was going on a little bit better. Siam explained themselves. They did their due, and then they moved on. The thing is, I wish they would have put that in the show just based off of how social media took the situation. So that way the audience could feel there was a resolution behind someone's feeling uncomfortable and choosing to say something that could trigger a few people, while another person is clearly crashing out and also seeking attention at the same time. I wish that was done, but it's hard to ask for that because the edit this week, Slaysian Royale, I'm gonna keep it cute. That was the worst moment for a glitch to happen on this television show. That was the worst. We got the names read, and then all of a sudden, I can't hear anything. They're not, are they talking? What's going on? And then the scene went back, and it was like, oh, we're still doing, okay, so they're gonna repeat. Nope, still mute. Siam was talking to emotional. I'm over here like, I can't hear what the baby's saying. Venus don't walk away. What's going on? And I mean, it was for 5 good minutes that sat in silence. For those of you who watch my reaction on Patreon, you saw it in real time with me. I was like, girl, what? Like, you introduced some mess, and it's some tea. It's the stuff that we asked them to do on the regular US Drag Race seasons. I was like, oh, right, here we go. And then that happens, and we don't get anything from that, you know? Peter, have you seen that in Thailand season 3? Simon Lear using a doll and use them before the show. Oh, I do remember that being one of the things they talked about in Thailand and why they were like, is she cursing us and this, that, and the other? Listen, I may be Christian, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I am also one of those Christians who's open-minded to things because I've experienced spirituality in different forms. I have witnessed what I feel is both God and the universe in my life. And so I don't play that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, Nathan, I know. I said that, babe. And to me, I believe there's always a foundation in some sort of belief as long as it's not trying to hurt anybody. So for me, if there's witches out there, pop off, do your thing. If you doing some like weapon shit, that's a whole nother story. That's a different story. She was being jealous and selfish. That's why she was getting that evil done. But like, not all witches are bad. 1, 2, there are also like different practices of witchcraft when it comes to it that also based off of regional indigenous behavior. Not behavior, but indigenous background, as well as like lore through family history, like hoodoo, voodooism, and all that extra stuff like that. So for me, I have more respect for like spirituality as a whole, versus just being one of these Christians who's like, everything's bad. You know what I mean? Like, I understand, because also I've gotten to talk to a lot of you in my audience who are of different backgrounds and different beliefs. And so my respect level, as well as my understanding, has always been through that. And so thank y'all for helping me with this too. But just in general, and I know I started this off really long, but I had to, because I just couldn't believe the shit I was reading online. I was like, y'all are taking this so deep. You're taking this way too deep. And it's not about me liking Venus and me being annoyed with Siam for singing off key every episode. It's just you're taking it so far. This was a year ago. They've been talked about it. They've been had time to think on it. I know it's for us, it's fresh, but like, I just wish the edit this week in general was just added a little more context to Venus and Siam's moment, versus them having separate conversations about how they felt, and then it just sort of being what it is. And it would have made more sense because, mind you, Venus and Siam talked before the whole stop chanting conversation. And everyone's like, oh, I can't believe she said they've been talked before that. So that also was like a little like, girl, chill. Because she was about to start singing for no reason, and it was going to be really annoying. And I know y'all like her, and I like Siam too. I definitely was rooting for her on Thailand season 3. But I was unable. I was unable. I was like, if I wanted to hear that, I'd go see Tate McRae perform. Let me stop coming for that girl because some of y'all like her, and that's not fair. And you don't want to hear that shit. You better live for that dancer. She be stretching, baby. Go ahead. 360 mama. All right, let's get the show started. At Matty-Rants everywhere except for Twitter. Hit that on the Linktree link. It's available in the About section here. Bookable on Cameo, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. I also do reactions on Patreon. So if you want to catch this episode that I just recorded last night, yesterday morning, not last night, it's available on my Patreon for as low as $1 a month. I've seen some people that log in and do the free subscriptions for the Patreon. Maybe you're trying to be messy and go into the live chat and see what we're talking about, or possibly see if there's any videos that are for free. No, they're not. $1. 600 plus videos. Pop off at tag. I haven't changed my prices. I have not added ads. Uno will get you in the door. Yeah, pop. So South Park is a part of the new lineup right now. Project Runway. I wish I could stop watching it because, well, recent things. But I'm going to finish the season. Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale. What else am I thinking about? Oh no, the ADHD. Where was I at? Help me, y'all. I spaced real quick because I read a comment and I was proud of Nathan. I was like, "You're right." I mean, I get that too. It does feel like that. Thank you, Sir Bronny. Okay, Dragula Titans. I was like, wait, how many shows are out there? Boop, 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 boop. Yes, Dragula Titans will be covered on my Patreon as well as here on YouTube. And then, of course, next week, Drag Race UK season 7, right? It's 7, right? It's 7 because Kyber won 6. Shout out to Kyber, my favorite trash bed. Juice? 7, right? I keep on forgetting. Okay, so that's cool. So next week we start Drag Race UK. The following week, I think, or maybe the week after that, we start Dragula Titans. So we're gonna have a great fall season over here on the channel. I'm also still on the job hunt market here. So once I do get that job, because I'm putting it out there in the atmosphere, baby, I'm still gonna cover some shows, but I'll have a set schedule that I will let you know each and every week. So none of you will be like, when's Matt coming up? I'll give you a set schedule based off my work schedule. We'll do that. Last thing before I go, and look at me being really good at this so I don't dox anybody. I'm going to give a shout out to Jen. You know exactly who you are. I got a birthday present in the mail the other day because my birthday is next Wednesday, September 24th. Your boy is turning years old, and I'd love for you to celebrate with me on my live, so please tune in. I want to open this so bad. And it is taking the spirit of everything in me, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit to hold me back. I want to open this so bad. I have put this on a scale. I was like, what is this? It's not small. It's not big. It's kind of the right size. It's got me freaking out just a tad bit because I'm like, if this is what I think it is, I'm going to pee. I'm going to pee. Burp, vomit, throw up, the full bit. I'm going to explode and reattach myself. Eric, I swear to God, if this is it, I'm sobbing on camera. Y'all don't judge me. It's been a really rough year. If this is exactly what it is, I am going to lose it. It has been one hell of a year. And so if that happens for my birthday, I might have a collapse into like a black hole or like a neutron star or something. Either way, I'm just happy that somebody thought about me for my birthday, and that made me feel really special. And it also was a journey at the mail office the other day getting this because they couldn't find the package at one point, and then they were like, "Oh, we found it." Jen, they delivered it to a different mailbox. Did you know this? Did you know that? And whoever got my package told them, "This isn't mine." People are still good in this world. Oh my God. I can't even. The lady told me, she's like, yeah, it was delivered to the wrong box. And the person was like, this isn't mine. So we Had to pull it. We had to re-scan it back in. I was like, shut the fuck up. Shut the tuck up. So yeah. So thank you, Jen. I'm gonna wait until my birthday to open this. I really want to open it now, but I'm also like broke as fuck right now. So I don't need to be opening anything that may like, the fridge is empty. We got to make sure to get cat food today. I have a hair appointment tomorrow. I'm $20 short on right now. So babies, if y'all tip me today, thank you. Matty has the majority of his money, but I also am trying to tip my beautician tomorrow because I would like to have a nice, neat hairdo before my birthday. And I'm so mad I'm like short on it right now, but I'm like, oh my God, I have to get my hair done. If I don't have my hair done for my birthday, I'm gonna be pissed. No, okay, especially since I found her before my trip. But no, listen, let's get started. Get the ball rolling. This is actually going to be a quick episode. That's probably why I've spent so much time talking prior to this episode today with the timestamps. Because to be fair, this Snatch Elections, I'm happy with the concept. I was good with it, y'all. I was like, oh, I kind of wish they did debates, but this still worked out pretty well. If you did want to throw a little bit of love, say pre-birthday love, a little pre-birthday love, a little early birthday love. If you want to buy some wet food for the babies, because I'm out, or help me with my hair appointment tomorrow, I'm $30 short. Please and thank you. It is paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I will be live tomorrow for Project Runway, but I will not be live. I will not be live Saturday as we don't have any shows discussed, but we will be back Sunday for the panel because we're going to talk about Dragula, we're going to talk about this, we're going to talk about this and talk about that. We can talk about hold on. You could think of this, and you could think of, there we go. I was like, what's the song again? Errol. Yes. Please and thank you. It'd all be super extremely helpful. And God bless you all for even thinking about tuning in today and listening to your boy talk about whatever. Yes, I know I have an appointment tomorrow with my hair place. I'm trying to make the money so I can pay for my appointment. And get some more wet food for you too. I know. We got one more can we splitting today, babies. Y'all just got to do the dry food. I know you like the wet, but Daddy does not have a car right now, so it's difficult in time to get food sent here because the delivery fees are crazy. Let's go ahead and get to it. Let's go ahead. Yeah, my payday is not till Monday because of YouTube, and the 21st falls on a Sunday. So I understand Sunny Squishy. That's why I'm over here having like a light panic attack about this weekend in general and just making it through the weekend to get to Monday. Because once I get to Monday, I'm gonna feel a lot better about myself. Okay, we lost Bernie, and that has to be one of the saddest things of all time. I thought I saw Bernie going so far this season, but it just was a tough time getting out the gate, if you will. And Arizona already had a W underneath their belt. So it was going to be a little tough to send them home, if you will. So this is hard. You know, I felt bad for Arizona. I mean, I felt real bad for Arizona because, baby, at one point that snot was dripping. I said, sister, drip, drip. Cam through, drip, drip. You know, she was sad for her sister. But you know who honestly is just definitely the glue this season. Definitely the glue this season is Suki Doll. I'm telling you, every time somebody has a moment of I'm feeling a ways or something's going da 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 da, any type of anything, Suki has the answer. And Suki, I don't want to put that pressure on you as a person because ain't nobody is supposed to be you're not nobody's maker, keeper, mother, daughter, father, sister, brother, whatever. But you are so kind to offer to even give something to these people to help them and to show that there's more than just a competition. There's camaraderie too. And I find it beautiful, and I'm happy because you are a balance that's necessary in this group, to be very clear. If you don't win, you definitely deserve Miss Congeniality for sure of the season. Because somehow with everyone, even some people not even having English as their first language, everybody understands you. They clocking, they getting in. Every other word is still seeping through, and it's your tone and your texture in that tone that's beautiful. And I love hearing you just talk. I'm be like, oh, just keep talking, girl. And Suki showed that Arizona, hey, I picked Bernie too. It was her time to go. It wasn't a good track record. I love how Suki was like, I'm doing what I said I was going to do, and I'm basing this off a track record. Hey, what's going on? Mama doing a lot back over here, y'all. That's why I was like, you start tugging at my pants. I'm like, hey, what's going on? They want wet food a little. Sorry, I have a short in my headset here, so it unplugs sometimes and mutes. But I was like, no, Mama, chill. We ain't got no wet food like that right now. Chill, brother. I'm hoping for a tippy. If we don't get it, it's okay, baby. We gonna make it. But chill out, brother. Anywho, I'm glad Arizona's still there. I do find Arizona entertaining. I still do miss Bernie because that's the boo thing. That's the boo thing. And I just I don't know. Going forward, I felt it was Cyan's time to go. Regardless of how this episode went, I said there needs to be a miracle for Yuha and for Cyan, because our Filipino sisters are chewing the fuck out this competition. There is very little mistakes being made, and when they are, they're almost highlighted under a magnifying glass just so it seems fair for certain things. Y'all got to pick up the pace. Suki's doing just fine, if you will. For me, it was Yuha and Siam. I was like, I don't know what's going on. All the international girlies are gone. It's really just Suki and the Filipino girls, and that's the tea. But somebody surprised me this week, and I'm proud of them. I'm going to get to her when we get to this episode. I was so proud of the USA. It's been a long time since I've been able to say that, at least the last 8 months. I was like, what? That's what I'm talking about. You better, bitch. I was so proud. I was like, yes, it is time now. Now. It was like, this is the perfect time for two. You needed to come out the gate swinging. APS, Arizona's Cry got more airtime than Madam Yoko. Thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna turn on my AC because things are getting a little spicy for the pepper up in here. Give me. All right. All right. There we go. There we go. I mean, technically, Leo, like, this happened last year. So, well, not last year. Technically, well, actually, this was around the beginning of the year. Because if Jiggly had they got the news about our sister, yeah, this was like earlier in the year. So and at the time, we weren't in the situation that we are currently in right now. And I have to say it just like that, based on the current climate happening right now, unfortunately. It is that serious right now. So yeah, I have to say it just like that. They were like, you all did that around the time when it was okay. And we weren't dealing with what we're currently dealing with us right now as much. Yeah. So now when we get here, okay, this is a conversation of Brigadine giving Suki her flowers. Like, I shared the badge with you, Suki. We ate that up. It is what it is. All that kind of good stuff. Right? Okay. All right. All right. I don't know. I'm going to answer this because this is like the perfect time. Do you think what Venus did this episode and its fan reception will affect the outcome of the finale? If, let's say, she gets to be a finalist in production, have the option which filmed when Captivating Cat did fucking blackface and won the season. No, I need you to see me when I say that again. Captivating Cat did fucking blackface and won the season. Vitiligo skin at that. And we're worried about what happened here. I'm not dragging you, RA. I'm just saying in general. In general. I think they're gonna be okay. And doubled and tripled that. Sure did, Sir Bronny, and then came out with some bullshit apology later. Someone was asking me T about me and Jiggly. That's stuff that we would talk about. Just so you know. Many phone calls. No, we talk about a bunch of stuff. I'm not gonna tell you T that Jiggly would tell me, but I did I will admit this, my sister in passing. During the show or during the seasons 1, 2, and 3, Jiggly would send me pictures of her on set, like at the judges' table in the looks that she was in. And she's like, girl, we at it. I'm like, shut the fuck up. And I never told y'all bitches. Never told you. I still got some of the photos that she sent me. Yeah. And she would send me like that one time she wore that really beautiful blue dress. I got that one, and there was another one too, and I forget who she was sitting next to. And I was like, girl, shut the fuck up. That's my sister. Damn, I missed her. I was thinking about her the other day, her and Viv. But nah, yeah, that is that's the little tea I will share. But she would always let me know when they were filming, and then she's like, I think you're gonna like this girl. I think you're gonna like this one, Maddie. And I'm like, I don't think so. And she's like, no, you're gonna live for her. You're gonna love this girl. You're gonna love it. And she was majority right about everybody. Nina. If y'all haven't noticed this, Mina's been way more vocal lately, and I love that it's only when I'm doing this, and it is only when I'm doing this right now. Mina and me have gotten a lot closer, and my girl cat. And so I've started to notice that she's attached herself to me a little bit more, and this is her way of wanting to be in the conversation. I figured this out the other day because I was on the phone with somebody and she started doing the same thing. She got near me, like, who are you talking to? I'm gonna talk to them too. She's become that girl. Yeah, baby. Okay. Let's continue. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate everybody for tuning in and being here today. If you could do me a favor, I am currently trying to raise some cointadas today. Possibly. I know it's my birthday coming up, and I know I've asked for a lot, and I apologize for that, but I'm still in the process looking for work, and I'm trying to do a lot tomorrow. It's going to be really necessary as well. So any and everything a little bit helps with paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matty-Rants, and then Matty-Rants. If not, it's okay. I'm just happy that y'all just tuned into the live today and showed your boys some love. And, we could always try and figure it out later. But I thank you so much for the super chats. I don't see those till next month, but they do matter for next month's paycheck. So thank you. And did I get you the first time? Yes, I did, APS. But I got over here, AA. Siam, Breeze, Venus. Not on my watch. I don't think it's that deep, but if that's how you feel, it is what it is. I don't think so. And if I'll be honest, I was annoyed by Siam by this episode too. I'm going to be very real with you. Because right here, after the whole Brigadine and Suki bit happened, and then it was like, well, how are you, Yuha and Siam? You got to like come up and you got to do something. Now, Yuha gave a little explanation, as long-winded as Yuha can be, and I'm a long-winded person my damn self. Okay. This got wild. This got wild. I was so confused. Here it is. I was entertained by everybody's reactions to Siam versus what Siam was doing. I thought Siam was doing a lot. Way too much. I wouldn't have accused her of witchcraft, but I would have thought once you took yourself away from us and us going back and forth like this and you focused on the camera and you got on the table, you lost me. That was when I was like, no, you lost me. This has now become a bit. This is less authentic and it's become a bit. Yes, you're in pain. Yes, there's some hurt. This got weird, bro. This got weird. And she did this shit on season 3 of Thailand. And it didn't need to happen. I hated that she did it in Thailand because they're like, be yourself. And she's like, I'm being myself. And I'm like, oh my God, stop making her do that. And it felt like Siam was almost feeling like they needed to do the same shit they did on that season. I was like, girl, what is going on This Good Sunday? I'm talking about veins was popping out that neck. The full bit, it just got wild. I had nothing for this. I'm sorry. This to me was very attention heavy. I wouldn't have thought witchcraft, but this was very attention heavy. You weren't even looking for cameras. You were talking to the other girls, making them feel crazy. Then you look dead at that. I'm talking about found it, did one of these. I was like, see this shit right here? I couldn't believe it. Like, everybody is focused on her. She is now no longer in the middle of this group. You're now talking to us. And now you're Jim Halpert from fucking The Office, and you're about to tell us that you love Pam Beesly. Get out of here. I was like, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't, to me, this felt produced and it didn't feel authentic or real because I've already seen it before in a different season. And to me, nothing that happened this season warranted this sort of like moment from Siam. As many times as they were being saved and not in the bottom this entire season. I'm sorry. I just couldn't do it. Oh, yeah. Venus called it witchcraft because Siam said an old spirit left and a new spirit was taking over. I mean, JP, if we're being real, I know some people who be putting curses and spells on folks. And I know you may have heard that story online about that one girl who was like basically casting spells on people, and then because it happens with witches, allegedly, I don't know the full lore, but like if they do too much, karma will come back and hit them, by not making certain like things to be done for said situations to happen or whatever. And then the girl ends up like passing away or whatnot. So like for me, I've dealt with somebody who was praying against me. And so when Venus was having this conversation, but Keanu, how is Venus supposed to know that when they're all now experiencing their own cultures? And again, that's not being broken down or explained to anybody in this moment. This lady just went off and lost it and got on the table and did all this for the camera and then sat down. All smiles again. A new spirit has came. Nah, sis, I'd have been looking at her crazy. Not because I'm a Christian, but because this child looked like she lost her fucking mind. Not well enough, clearly, for all of us to feel that, right? Can that be respected, Kiana? I love you, baby. So I don't know if you coming at me right now over this, or if you're just saying, Matt, you're not getting it, and you should focus on that one way. I'm not going to do that. That lady was acting out. It was too much. Venus was nervous because she's recently indoctrinated into her faith and wants to maintain said faith, and she felt uncomfortable. And I think that should have been respected too, versus calling her some bigot, which I think is fucking crazy. Because again, you don't know what's happening here. Oh, I don't want to be rude, and then someone ends up putting something on you and hexes you because you don't want to do all that. That was my whole thing. Like, I get Siam and I get wanting to be seen and heard and all that kind of stuff, and feeling like you're fading away and all this is happening and no. I get that. It's just the way this went down, I was like, girl, like this felt performative. It felt real, and then it got performative. So I don't know. and my bad, Keanu. I'm not trying to come after anybody. It's just, to me, I think I'm also being sensitive right now because of the current climate that we are in, where a lot of people's words and a lot of people's intentions are being completely convoluted. They're not conflated, convoluted. Come on, Matt, you have a better word. Misconstrued on purpose, you know? And then we have this situation happening. Everyone's like, oh, and I'm like, I am literally watching y'all do this in LGBTQIA plus drag world. What I'm seeing in the current world right now, where you took something that happened and instead of like sitting with it and thinking about it, you jumped. And it's like, no, they talked. It is what it is. I thought Sam looked crazy. I thought Venus also at the same moment was like, okay, girl, calm down. Like, it's not that deep, but I feel you. And then they both talked about it. It should have been on camera. It should have been on camera. It should have been on camera. That would have been great for TV. It should have, if it was on camera, we wouldn't be having this conversation today. We wouldn't be. It would be completely different. It would be, I was mad at Venus. However, when situation did happen, they did that. I hope Venus in the future learns more about spirituality. For Cyan, I hope they get the help that they're looking for, but also feeling that they don't have to do this in order to get the attention that they want or deserve, or possibly feel like they got to do all like that part is where I wanted them to add context to everything that was happening so that our conversations wouldn't be they're this and they're that, but more we could tell, we could see, here it is. I am getting old. I'm just not in the mood to be like, let's go. I just can't. I can't. Because Diane was doing a lot. Like, look at this. Girl, you wouldn't think this was crazy. Look at Venus's face. Girl, we got your feet on the table, sister. What is happening? With this do-rag on top of it. That's another minus 10 points for Gryffindor. I said, bitch. Let's talk about culture. No. Oh my God. This was a lot. Everybody like Kiana over here, like, I don't know what's going on. Venus is trying to figure out, should I start praying now? Do I pull out the Bible? Yuha is just looking like, okay. All right. Arizona stays with a smile. It's such a good poker face. And Brigadine is just intrigued by what's happening here. Suki is literally dissecting everything in front of her. I don't know how to respond. I'm just trying to see what's happening here. Or like, do we take this seriously? Like, what's going on? Like, they're all just trying to figure it out. But Venus was having the hardest time, baby. It was just like, what? I don't understand this. She was so happy 2 minutes ago, and now she's not. Like, what is... Like, what do you mean a new spirit and all this is coming through? Hold on, sister. What is going on? The girls were uncomfortable. People smile while uncomfortable. I would be so uncomfortable. All of that. Baby, let me tell you something. Eric, the amount of my God is an awesome God he raised that was playing in my head when Venus brought up that. He came from heaven to earth. Oh, to show the way. No. Oh my God. I used to hate singing that song in church. I used to hate it. We used to be so corny. Me and my brother would be like, I was like, oh, why are we singing this one? Woo. I'm glad RuPaul was there to break the tension. Ain't nothing like a 6'5" black man to step into a room and to really shake it up. Now, what happened over here? And why is there water all over the floor? Nobody has answers. You're just gonna both stare at me. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. I appreciate y'all so much for being here today. Please consider dropping a tippy poo into my jar at paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matty-Rants, and Venmo Matty-Rants. It's really important and I'd appreciate it. If not, cool. I thank you and God bless. Sorry, my cats literally lost their ever-loving grip on reality here, and now there's a pool of water on the floor, but I know I need to continue this live before someone says I'm talking too much. Moving in and moving on. Oh my God. Sorry, my friend told me he had a seizure. Hold on, excuse me. Excuse me, give me a second. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh my God. I made money to get an Uber to go over there. I need to go see him and check and see if he's okay. He said something happened last night and thinks he had a seizure. He woke up on the bathroom floor and his lip was busted and he went to the doctor and he's at the hospital now. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Whew. Okay. Let me get back to the show. Let me focus, Matt. Focus, baby. Focus. We got to focus. Okay. All right. All right. Mama Pal steps into the workroom, turno sleeves and all, in this white, beige, cream. And I'm like, wait, did they have a mini challenge? Do I remember? Yes, the elections. That's what it was. I was like, wait, was there a mini challenge? It was the elections where they had to basically vote who they felt, I guess, best to worst. So this is why it's bad. This is why it's bad. It's because it is Ray the Queen, but it's low key, like, not necessarily a giant screen, and girls are like, plop, plop, and that's the tea, doing stupid, dumb, whatever shit. But like, this was such a bad thing to do right after what happened. Like, it's a great thing to do for television, but this is so. You want to do this right now after what? Just after literally the whole room was, well, the room. I knew Cyan was gonna get the poop poop. I already knew it because it's like, they're not gonna go off of, just regular schmegular stuff. Okay. My God, I thank you, Joshua. I appreciate it on Venmo. That really does help. Thank you so much for the tippy poo. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Thank you. Sincerely. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do today. Yeah, like this is a lot to give to somebody who also just had a full crash out. Dead ass made an ass of themselves, if you will, while another person over here is questioning, their faith. Faith in Christ. Sorry, this is a South Park reference. But yeah. Precinct 69, there was a lot of voting going on here. If I'm being honest, I didn't care about where everybody's placements were. I just wanted to know the bottom three. Like, I don't even remember everybody's placements. I swear to God, I know the three, though. I know the bottom three because that glitch also happened. Kiana, Yuha, and then Siam. All to be expected. And to be fair too for Siam, I think they also would have still been upset regardless if they were 6th or 5th or 7th or whatever. I don't unless they were first. I don't think that would have done them any justice. I'm just gonna be real with you with how they were operating, acting, because it's like someone didn't vote. Like, I'm sorry, this was wild to me. Like, Siam has the worst track record next to Yuha right now. Yeah. Yes. So like, What are you talking about, Miss Thing? Like, if this is also just because you just had a crash out and then you see that people voted you in the bottom, understandable. Emotions are already high. But like, I'm Venus. I'm walking away. Not because she's a witch, not because of crap. I'm walking away. I've had enough. This is too much. This girl, it's about her. It's literally just about her. I can't right now. I already felt a ways about what happened at this table. I gotta go. That is how I feel in that situation. Now I wouldn't have again. I'm not going there with she's doing this and that, but it would just been. I get the girl's going through something, but I can't feed into that right now. If I'm in a competition, I'm already feeling insecure. Like, say I'm like Kiana in this moment. I've been safe. Everybody has expectations that I'm going to do well. I'm also representing my home country. I'm walking away. And there's nothing wrong with Venus walking away. I felt bad for Siam because that's two Filipinos that walked away from you in the middle of you doing something this week. But I'd have been gone. Like, I'd already been working on my outfit. No, ma'am. And I'm not doing it to be rude. I'll talk to her later, but not now because she's already had this spot. She's already had it. She's doing it now. It's not that deep. Shit, Yuha was like, I'm 6. Okay, cool. You heard Yuha? Their opinions of me don't make me feel any different. I said, oh my goodness. I need that. I need that Teflon. I need that in my life. That's just how they feel. That's just their opinion. Okay. Telling you. She just wanted side. For one, if I'm Venus or me in the moment, I just don't want to hear it anymore. But I also want to focus on me because if I allow myself to sit here with this, that does make me feel a certain way. I'm going to become agitated and aggravated, and I'm going to take it out on them. And that's not okay. There was a lot that they said in the confessionals that they didn't say in person. And I think that was best for Venus, not to say they're two-faced, but more so to be like, I wasn't prepared to really come out with all that with them. I didn't know what was going on and I was scared and confused. But also just in general, I got to focus on this show because had I stayed focused to this situation, I may not even been in the top this week. It could have messed up my full Snatch Game performance. Let's remind ourselves that they have to do impersonations today. They're doing a Snatch Game, but elections today. This is not an easy episode for nobody. This is a very tough episode. This is why this episode was crazy because emotions were high. So much went down. And then it's one of the toughest challenges in Drag Race history to do impersonation game. Mind you, you got a couple of impersonators in this cast who are very good at doing that. It's like, it's a lot going on. So regardless of all that, people came to Siam. They're going to do it again. It's going to happen throughout the entire episode. We'll get there. But like I said, there's doing Snatch Elections. And yes, I looked up. Well, I didn't look up, but I made sure to get the names of all the people that they were portraying. So that way it wouldn't be like, now, Matthew, don't be an American. I know. I did look that up, though, and I did pay attention to what they were saying. Speaking of that moment, here we go. I thought it was wild that Mama Powell's like, Siam, Kiana, and Venus come to the table. Why? What's wrong? Shut up, Mama Powell. You know damn well what the fuck was happening back there. You know the fuck what was going on. You saw that shit. I hate that. So funny to me, but it's also like, girl, you just try to have them relive the past trauma again. Shut up. What do you mean? Was there something wrong that happened? Oh, okay. Like, baby, you were just sitting back there watching it all go down. Let's not. Okay, I got some super chats. My bad. Tito, it was tit for tat from my interpretation. Siam was extra, so Venus was extra. Yeah, they edited shadily, but I think Siam knew she was going and did TV out of my mouth, out of my spirit, Tito. Thank you. Literally how I feel. Like, yes, there was validity for both. One went over, the other also did, but I felt what was done was really TV shit. It was very, it's my last day. I'm going to go out with a bang. You were trying to do, and you're going to love me at the, remember that? I was like, Miss Thing, you don't sing. Stop. Tito, thank you for super chat. You probably got the hotel bill. Oh. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Big family. I appreciate you all so much for being here today. Sorry. If you want to drop a tip, people might drop, please and thank you. I am $30 under my goal today. If you can drop a little love, PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matty-Rants, and I'm sorry, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants, not $Matty-Rants. That money will be lost in space out there, actually. Okay, so Siam is doing Lisa, how I know her from, I almost said Black Lotus, White Lotus, as well as that Rockstar song. But she's doing Blackpink Lotus. We'll talk about it. Kiana did Mommy Oni, who is like a famous blogger out there. I think Tony Gowler Pow. I'm trying to get the screen name right or whatnot, but she's big titties, personality down. She's a fun, good time, all that keek and cack. And Kiana wanted to bring it, but I'm going to tell you something, Key. Mama Pow saw through your trepidation and your insecurity in this role or what you're doing and you being safe. Because it's the way that she was like, our safe queen, you've been safe for so long, Kiana. I'm like, okay, is that gonna lift that baby's spirit the fuck up? And it's kind of, I'm gonna show you. She's like, you sure you want to do this? It's gonna be kind of hard. Yes, I'm gonna show it to you. I am. Trust, got it. I got it. I was like, oh no. Okay, Tony Fowler is the Filipino cupcake. Are you fucking serious? Water dispenser, shut the fuck up. Are you for real? She's their cupcake, so she's nasty. She be talking about her no. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I think Cupcake, especially with some of the rappers that we've gotten now, deserves a little bit more time and prime, to be very honest with you. Even as nasty as they are, I'd rather listen to Cupcake than Sexy Red any day of the week. And if you really want me to go there, I think the reason why they treat Cupcake like that versus Sexy Red is because Sexy Red is a different body type. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop right there. The Cupcake deserves more. She do. I'm a fan of some of her songs. Like, they actually slap, if you will. And mind you, thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate you for the tippy poo on my Cash App for meeting the goal. And that we did do. So thank you, Stephanie. You helped me meet my goal today. I am going to put the money away for my hair appointment. One. That's the one I'm gonna do. And two, if any little extra comes in, we're gonna get some more cat food today. I mean, I need groceries too, but I need them to eat before me. Isn't that right, Mama? Hi. I know. I'm gonna let you back outside once I'm done. Thank you for cuddles this morning. I had a great time. You and Mina were the best bedmates. Oh my god, my babies were perfect last night. I can't. The way I wanted to pull up my camera, bro, y'all don't even know. They were both cuddled up on each other, but they were on me. So I woke up to that. I woke up to Mama being right on my chest and Mina being on Mama's chest, like the little bloop, bloop, bloop. I didn't want to move. I couldn't move. I'm like, oh, sobbing. It was so funny to me because I'm just like, pet them real quick. Okay, great. Let's go back to sleep. I woke up, they were still there. I was like, oh, my babies. Sorry. Because Mina purrs when she sleeps, and then Mamu has his little wispy nose, so you'll hear like, It's like, it's definitely like white noise to me. I just hear it. I'm like, okay, go to sleep. Yeah, I gotta get my hair braided for my birthday because we've been rocking the pony for over a month now, and I think my family's doing something, possibly. I doubt it, but I think my dad wants to take me to dinner with like my stepmother and my brothers, and then I know my friends are doing something, so I gotta get my hair done. Gotta get my hair done. Okay, Venus. I also saw, I think, because I'm on social media, I pay attention to the Drag Race Philippine fan account. Shout out to y'all, honestly, thank you, because I pay attention. And she was Inday Sarah, who is the vice president of the Philippines. Am I right with this? And didn't they like send a message to Venus last night during the watch party that was happening, or whatever? Not last night, but I think the night before, right? And was like, they did the full little bit, like, thanks for doing the performance, and it was great. I was like, shut the fuck up. She's the vice president, right? Okay, so I will get to Venus's performance, but I kind of lived a tad bit. Vice President Sarah Duterte, is that how you say that? I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Daughter of former President Rodrigo. Okay. Why do I want to say Duterte? Duterte? Alter ego. I'm right? Shut the fuck up. Indai, like the Y is its own separate thing, so it's not just in. Come on, man, pull the baby's names again. Ah, okay. So it's the E for the Y and not just on the N for day. Indai. Okay. Indai. Oh, just Indai, just like that? Okay. Ah, okay. Ah, Indai. Okay. Indai Sarah. Okay. I'm adding way too much. This is such an American thing. I need to travel out this country besides Mexico for real, for real. 'Cause I need to be immersed, please. Let me be in Philippines for a month. I bet you I'd have some of it down. I bet I'd have it down. You know what I mean? The 30. Okay. Indai the 30. Oh Lord, I'm trying to get a little accent going on. Get my Tagalog together, baby. She's tied with corruption allegations because of the confidential budget in her. Oh, so that's why that joke was aha. I mean, I found it funny though, because I also apply it to like our own politicians out here. The files, release them. But yes, yeah. Duterte. Duterte. Inday Duterte. Or am I just adding that because it's Sarah, but is it Inday Sarah Duterte? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna do some research. Yes. Helpful tip. Hold on, Diego. I need this. Helpful tip: use short vowels when pronouncing Filipino words. It's almost always short vowels. Oh my God, I'm a Southern gentleman. This is so difficult. We draw. You feel me? We draw everything that we say. Like, you hear me when I say y'all, right? Like that. I may sound the least Texan out of most people, but it is honey, my family's from Bama. It's embedded in me sometimes with words and saying things where it's like I have to almost like it a tad bit more or and make it just go longer. So thank you for that. I'm gonna work on this when I'm paying attention to words being said, especially because I don't watch the dub version, which I watched the dub version today for like I was like, let me look at this for 10 minutes. It's not dubbed. I didn't understand that. Do I have to press a button to make it dub? Because I was like, this is in English. And it's in Tagalog and there's no changes. And nobody's speaking English in an AI voice. Huh. Am I in pitch? Sounds like impeach. Oh. Oh my God. Why wasn't this the language offered in school? Okay, I feel like I would have liked learning Tagalog a lot better. Okay, anywho, let's get back to this. Because I'll go down this line with y'all. Child, we'll have a whole vocabulary lesson over here. Oh, so do y'all take the words and then feminize it and masculine it too, like or o, like in Spanish, where it's like, where it's like Latina and Latino, or there's like a masculine and a feminine way of doing things, or is it just sort of like, because like English is really oof. I'm over here being such a, what's the word I'm looking for? privileged piece of American shit. And I didn't realize like how difficult it is for others to like pick up on certain things because like in English we have slang and we have words that also can mean multiple variations of things and this, that, and the other, and it applies into other languages too. And that's I think why I have such a hard time. A lot of it's gender neutral. Okay, very cool. Okay. Venus kind of did this. Now that I'm looking at this lady, I'm like, yeah. Now, Suki Doll wanted to do a former sex icon. Well, it's still a sex icon for some. Lynn May from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. In Arizona, Brandy wanted to do Lynn from Las Vegas Models. Thank you, Jot. I thought that when I hear Pinoy and then Pinay, and most of the time when I say Pinoy Queens, I'm like, I feel like I'm messing that up, especially for our dolls and our trans who are in this group. And I feel like I should be saying Pinay, period. But like, I'm trying. But thank you all for like giving me a little bit of breath here because I don't want to be ignorant to everything in this world. Well, nothing really. CJ, my B date is on the 23rd. We Libras are up in here. Whoop, whoop. Do you know any cool events happening around Houston? I'm on PTO till the 28th, so I got time off. I am just doing a drag brunch the Sunday of the week of my birthday that I know of an event wise. I don't know about anything else. To be fair, CJ, I am turning 39, babe. Maddie sits in the house. When I do go out, it's very random and it's very rare. And it's more than likely to my friend's house because I'm a humongous nerd. But like, I think there may be something happening at South Beach on Friday. Mistress normally does some sort of show or possibly brings in girls from like the drag race or some local talent, this, that, and the other. Also, I would check out Barcode out here in the neighborhood, CJ, if you want classic drag shows. Like, not saying that they're old because they're not everybody there is old, but if you want good classic drag, it's a small room, it's a bar, there's several tables, there's an outdoor patio, and baby, they do the do. Shout out to Roxanne, that's one of my babies over there. She is an incredible performer, and she also does Tina Turner down. Okay. And she's a legend out here in Houston. So yeah, but I don't know. There may be some things going on this weekend. I haven't checked yet. I'm just trying to get my hair done. I know someone told me, oh, Mystique told me. And I was like, stop it. That's why I'm so connected. I can't. But this Lynn from Las Vegas, we gonna get there. We gonna get there, child. Because when I saw how dark Arizona painted her face, I said, no, Miss Thing. I said, you knew who was on the panel this week. Brigadine did Maria Risa, and I feel like I've seen her before. Did someone else do her for a Snatch Game? Or maybe I know her from like something I've seen on social media or television or anything of the sort. You know, like that's what I was thinking. I was like, I have seen her somewhere before. I don't know if it was like an interview with somebody that was important to what she does and what she's a journalist. I've seen her before. That's why I was like, dang, Brigadine did somebody I've seen multiple times on television over something. I was like, interesting. But I thought this was it's a serious, well, a person who is, not like extra. And I thought for Brigadine, this is going to be good for them because they're not going to have to try so hard. They can just do what they want to do. Yuha picking the only white person, better yet, the only one that's not Asian as someone to do for a Snatch Game. And it's Anna Delvey. I was concerned initially. I'm not even gonna lie to you, even after the long-winded explanation that Mama Pao found so like interesting. I was like, I don't know, girl. And they're supposed to be doing like campaign speeches or like doing commercials, like 1-minute bumpers for like vote for me's. Then I must have seen her then when she received the Nobel Peace Prize because I watched shit like I do watch stuff like that. Like, yeah. Especially because you want to know about people who, have impacted our world, not their country, the world. Because even by those doing things in their own country, it can have that echo effect for the rest of the world. But yes, I was like, okay, this is going to be an interesting group. We got a lot of different characters to base this off of. Again, this is election time, and so we gonna do that. But this is when we get our little glitch moment here. I know I spoke about this a little too early, but Mama Pow was like, I got the results. She gave them to them to read. We just talked about this. We're not going to dive too deep because we already did this. But it was clear that somebody was still upset and Venus just wasn't having it. It's already been a weird morning. We haven't really broke this down. I'm not feeding this girl right now. I gotta go. Because like Venus was in the top, she's in the bottom. I also get that too. Like, I don't want to, like, I feel good about myself right now. I'm trying to like feed into this energy. Mind you, Kiana was over there like 6. Oh my God. Also very upset because, again, expectations from this fandom, expectations for themselves. They're still young. They're still trying. There's a lot on their shoulders. And I don't think they really got a break after season 3. And this is the problem I have with queens returning immediately back to the show. Lydia can be a good example of we gonna make this through because she kind of lives in a world of tra-la-la, right? Like, fuck it. But there's also privilege that comes with Lydia versus when it comes to Kiana. So for me, I'm watching this baby who is just having a breakdown because it's like they're gonna talk about me, they're gonna drag me after everybody said I was such this good girl. I've let everybody down. It's like, whoa, breathe, sister, breathe. Breathe. It's a bad week. This is just the game. That's what's going on. Suki checked on Siam because they were sitting at the table by themselves, like most people. Well, I mean, Suki was sitting by themselves, but I guess I don't know. Maybe that was intentional. I'm just gonna sit by myself, whatnot. Either way, Suki and Yuha checked on Siam, who again, lots of emotions, lots of things going on. They let out a lot today, and they also were voted at the bottom. Siam's had a tough day. While on the other side of this, you see Venus, who is very uncomfortable, is also just trying to get some like understanding of like what is happening and am I overthinking this? And you know how I feel about that. And they were talking to somebody who they could relate to, who knows them outside of the show and has spent time with them to be like, bitch, am I crazy? Like this, you saw what I'm saying. Like I can't feed that girl. Like I can't give it to her. I'm paraphrasing and speaking in my own way, but like that's how I got what was happening with Venus. It's just she makes me uncomfortable, but I don't want to be like, but it's like, is she being serious or is she playing? Like, I need to know because like I can't invite that shit in my life. And I get it. Because like, are you basically making us all, you put a spell, make us all feel bad, like we all gonna do shit now and you gonna win because you did that and I'm supposed to celebrate you for that? No, like when in my reality, I have a God I pray to that has been blessing me and that also contradicts my faith. It's a lot to take in. There's a way that it could have been handled in a way it could have been done way better on both parts. But I also think that they're two human beings and they're just having their moments. And that's what we saw. Not to call one a bully, not to call one an attention whore or being fake and phony just for can't. No, just two people having a moment. One going a little bit too far, the other one also internalizing it too far and it going there. But they talked eventually. So that's why I'm like, we don't need to, it's not that deep now. Like they talked, it's cool. Like that was between them two, not us. I had to keep my distance too, because it's not like for one, if Siam wants a moment, I'm not going to give it to her, not because I don't like her, but because she's asking for it. And that's not a part of what I feel my story is going to be. I haven't, like, when has Venus rolled up and been helpful like that? That's been Suki's job. Let Suki do the doll do. They filmed their election commercials. Because it's easy, Keanu. It's very easy. There's no critical thinking out of that. You got upset. You go for the low. Jam it in. You walk away. I'm telling you, that's what people be doing. They be acting like they know, but they be doing. I feel like I'm gonna say a word 3 times, and then a black one's gonna appear in front of me. I'm just kidding. I'm just I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I know Cat was happy to see another dark face. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become brother this rant. We appreciate you being here today. Drop it to people in my jar if you feel like it with PayPal me for /Matty-Rants. Catch up Matty-Rants. Fuck, I keep messing that. Catch up Matt924 and Venmo Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for being here today. As a reminder, wherever you're at in the world, please take care of yourselves. If you're in the States, especially, please be careful. Be safe, but be careful. And everywhere else, please be safe out there and take care of yourselves. I'd like to see you tomorrow. I know others would too. So don't think about the next day as a torturous day. You're going to make it. We got to keep on fighting, keep pushing. Thanks for being here. Ooh, set your flow, get your go. Boom, 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 boom. What? Who? What? Who? Y'all know what song I'm singing? Wait a minute. I am a millennial through and through, for those of you who knew that song. Shots with a polo. Wait a minute. Oh, I love that song. And then another song they did too. Well, no. That was just Jay-Z. The other song I'm thinking of is with Missy and Jay-Z. Oh, is that your bitch when they handle this? You know, that your that beat was so nasty. Oh, okay, back to this. Mama Pal looks gorgeous. 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 Love this gown. It's pretty. Pretty. Gorgeous. I also like that she did this hair in this color, and it's not like too magenta-y, which she's done before, and I think magenta looks really good on her with more of it pink. But somehow this deep purple, with the way the coloring is, with the top and the blue, I was like, this is gorgeous. And it's really subtle and pretty at the same time. Very nice. Very nice. Eva's dragging work. Honey, we could drag Mama Pal for the entirety of season 2's looks. Everything she came out in with that nasty blonde hair. Ugh. I was just so happy. I was just so happy. I was like, ooh, don't you ever go back to that color, because it washed you out. Speaking of which, Alyssa Edwards is there. Oh, and so was Captivating Cat. And you're asking yourself, Matthew, what did you get out of this? All right, that's enough. What's going on here in this cookie, girl, with all you Asian mamas out here doing this, girl? What's all this Asian stuff over here, Miss Girl? Oh, yes, Miss Mama. Filipinas. Yes. What's this over here? This is a meat on stick. Oh, we call that barbecue at home. What is this up in this skit, girl? I'm sorry, Alyssa tickles me. I'm sorry. She tickles me. I'm sorry. She's crazy and she a fool, but she tickles me down. And these faces, I swear to God, if I didn't know any better, I would say that Armand had his rosebud finally show by messing with Kept Secret, that big old thing. Excuse me. Sorry, gay porn jokes. But yeah. I know, Mina. I know. Asian mythical creature couture is the runway category. If you want to vote in this comment section, you have the option of using 1 as everything. Type 1 because that girl chewed everything. It gives you so much life. It scratches takes care of an itch in the brain for you. 2, it's okay. It's nice. It's pretty. You change some things though. Like, it's not the worst thing ever. It's okay. Like, you wouldn't be mad about this. You would like it if you saw it. It's just maybe it's something else I would do a little bit different. Hair change, shoe change, something like that. Number 3. If you want to type in, don't hold it like that, Matthew. Type 3. Horrible. Chopper. Pow! Right in the kisser. Like, it's over. Up first, Arizona Brandy. Three. Chop. And I love her. This bodysuit don't fit. It look crazy. The shoe. I think the coolest part of this is the detailing of the arms around the top with the feathers and all of that. And it's like, head up, we're fine. It's just when it starts, we have to go down. It's like, is it a low 3, like of the worst 3s? No, but like it's closer to 2, but it's still a 3 for me. So I have to chop this because I was like, girl, that pump with this little bag and sack about mom. But I was like, no, that's no. But I think she still look pretty. You know what? A 2.75 for me. Not a 3. I'm a 2.75. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be fair. Because I didn't hate all of it. I like top, shoulder, look, there you go. I was here for that, but I just didn't care for whatever's going on downstairs. Burn it. Siam Fusi, giving us a mythological horse. Matt, why are you showing this to us? Oh no, keep looking. You can see it too. I'll give you the next slide. 3. Girl, the outfit was coming apart before you, right when you got up. Like, I'm so sorry. I hated it. The shoes were falling apart as she was walking. That's why she had to walk crazy. It was supposed to be covered like this one here on the right. Her right foot. But this one's just open. Just like we had a problem with her outfit the previous week, where something is just off or broken. And I'm sorry, I'm unable. I think the bra and the corset are hot, and I think the hat's cool, and I like the jacket and pants, but this also threw me off a little bit in terms of like what I'm seeing and understanding for like silhouette wise tees. It's a cool kind of, I see somebody else wearing this, if you will, without that garish makeup and without the hat and without the shoes. Keep the pants, keep the top, keep the corset, and keep the jacket. Remove. Quite the contrast from the first. You feel me, Diego? Like you would not be able to tell me what Siam's style of drag is after seeing this compared to the first episode, and then Big Titty Committee for the rest of it, which we'll get to La Lisa, because that was what? Still so confused. Oh. It's just different, and it didn't elevate her when it needed to right now in this moment. But I do think concept-wise, it's interesting, but I also think this is a really cute look for it's the jacket, it's cute. I see someone in the mid-30s wearing it. Yeah, it's cute. I'm like, oh. That's how I felt about it. I was like, oh, this is weird. It's a little, it's different. It doesn't really take me to the mythological creature, but more All eyes on me in the center of a ring, just like a circus. When I crack that whip, everybody gonna trip just like a circus. He's standing there watching me, what I can do. All eyes on me in the center of a ring. Sorry. I love Britney. There's only two types of people in the world. Hey. Don't run away. No, man. You walked over here after yelling at me from across the room and I ignored your ass. You walk over here to me and now you're going to walk back away? No, you come right over here. Because I'm not answering you. I'm going to finish this episode, damn it. I mean, I'm not dragging the song. It's one of my favorite songs from Britney. I actually love that album. But I still want them to do another Womanizer lip sync. I really do. I need them to do it again. They got to, because I'm sorry. That glitchy shit from Jam was no. As much as I love Jessica Wilde, she was holding it down. I need someone else to give that girl a run for her money. We needed a double Shantae for that song. George, I want to talk about it. Sam should fully embrace this wish and integrate it into her drag and rebrand herself as sure what? I don't think she's really witchy, but Lord, if she did decide to go into that world, pop off, because doesn't Moon also from Drag Race France, who I live and breathe for Moon. I don't know. People can believe in what they want to believe in. Just don't hurt nobody. That's how I feel. We need a Womanizer redo because Daddy, you got the eyes of a champion. Bad for you. You just can't find the right companion. Oh no! I guess we got one too many. What you know, baby. Oh, break the ice would be puss. Let's just break the ice. Sorry, I'll go down this line. I'll go down this line of Britney songs. Don't you dare. I also wanted to hear boys. Sometimes a girl just needs one. I know people hate that song, but I love it. Boys. But like the Neptune's remix of Boys. It has to be that version. Boys. Bring it in. This was cool. I was getting Minotaur teas with this one. A little, I almost said Carabo. I was like, baby Matthew, are we talking about Haribo gummy bears? Or are we talking about Carabo like the boo? Boo. I like this one though. I thought this was cool. And I like that she was using like the traditional garments, like when it comes to like Filipino culture. Like I've noticed a lot of certain patterns that are used. And I like the fact that it like, I don't know. I live for this. I did. I thought this was also really dope for Brigadine because I remember her season and it was a lot of almost theirs and not quite. And she's been doing so well lately in this later half of the competition. I'm proud of her. I am. She's really embracing herself. That's Indigenous weaving. Thank you, baby. Yeah, I love that. Like, it's gorgeous. Love the top, like that we did something with the face. The makeup looks good. The hair is interesting. The bull horns look almost somewhat mechanical or like, not like totally like you could tell it came from a bull, but it kind of looks really cool. I'm here for it. It's a one for me. I know, Mina. Come here, Mina. Suki doll. This is sickening. And I knew what this was when she was talking about people sometimes would put these beetles that would then take the soul out of the body. I was like, I know exactly what she's talking about. I remember that from a movie. I was like, oh my God, I know exactly what she's talking about. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then when she took off this part, like, I love that they did not edit the sound out of her removing the shell so you could hear how fucking heavy that bitch was. I was so happy they kept that sound in. That meant clunk. I said, ooh, that was heavy. And it is detailed to the T. Let me tell you something. If she don't win, she won every runway from me. Mean. Hi. Here, come on, get your pet. Because you've been screaming at me. Like I'm your baby daddy or something. And I owe you some kind of money, a child support sister. I owe you that. Are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? Because you're big. Like you're bigger than Mamu now. Are you pregnant? Did you not get fixed? Did the SPCA fuck me over? Is that my hair tie? No, I don't eat that. I love you, good girl. If that cat has babies, somebody come and get them. If Mina has babies, I know she's not pregnant because they got fixed, but she is. If y'all just saw her, like she is compared to Mama. Okay. Suki, this is fabulous. 10s across the board. Live and breathe. You're an artist. I love your work. Go in. Go in. Fabulous. This could have been really good. I've been letting her outside. Yeah, that's why she's doing that. Because right now the weather in Houston's actually really decent. So them being outside does not affect my AC bills at all. So yeah. That's why they're outside. Yeah, this was actually like right here. Let's say it's just here and we don't move, right? I live and I breathe. I love it. Right here. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, where's my disclaimer? Okay, here I go. Girl, I thought she got hit by a car and could not afford to get the wheels on the back. And if you know what I'm talking about, when dogs break their back legs or they're born with those injured with the the unable to walk in the back, I was like, oh, you need wheels on those feet so bad. Because this looks crazy dragging this. It looks crazy dragging that. Crazy. I needed some wheels on the back of that car. I needed something on that dog so they could actually go eat their food for once to stop dragging their feet. It didn't look like an animal had just been hit by something, bitch, and was trying to find some help. It gave me Sarah McLachlan's about to say, this animal needs your help. With 5 cents a day, I promise you. I was like, what in the fuck is bow-legged too? Oh my goodness, sister. Like, I mean, we need to set up a GoFundMe. Like, I was like, no. Why did I not have these comments on live? Get these comments up. A little late, but let me get these comments up. See how it looks kind of cool here if you just don't pay attention to what's happening in the bottom area? Scooby-Doo, Scooby. It's like Scooby-Doo jumped up a whole gay man's ass and then found his way up in there and his head's in there going, gosh, or Shaggy, or like mm-mm. Today's mystery, Scooby-Doo's head inside of a drag queen's butt. Row, 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 row. They take off Kiana head. It was Cat all along, and I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you. I'm sorry. Let me shut the fuck up. I'm stupid. Do you think it got broken? I mean, yeah, a car accident would break the leg. I'm so sorry. Let me move on. I'm gonna move on for this because I don't want to drag her too much because I liked this from the brown part up. Like without what's happening here and just leaving this is kind of fierce, but all of this under there, it's a Build-A-Bear child that they didn't want to put all the stuffing in because the baby's low-key allergic and they didn't know how it worked and shit. And so they ended up giving her this as the toy, and then they realized, fuck, we forgot to put more cotton in it, but it was too late. You already got the certificate and gave it to the baby girl for the birthday. I feel bad, though, because I'm going to be honest, I don't even think if it was up correctly, that would have looked cool. Because how is it going to move? She was going to be dragging it the entire time. And I don't think it was going to look cool regardless. I think there needed to be a structure in the back, like some way of having wiring to bend the knees in the back so it looks like hind legs and then roll with it. And that may have been the better part of it. But like, it's definitely giving a little paraplegic tease. It is. It's giving a little bit of that. Just a little bit. Ain't nothing wrong with our disabled babies. Ain't no ableism in this house, but like, it's just a little off. But she's so pretty, and her makeup is done. The wig was right. I love the horns, and I loved everything up top. Bye, Kiana! Yuha, this is my favorite look you've done this season. I don't know what mythological creature you are unless you're talking about that white lady from Smile, but like, I thought this was the best you looked this season. I don't know how. Is that why, JP, is that why she made that comment and was a little bit critical, but also gave her some reassurance? Like, hey, I'm not tearing you down. I'm just saying you've seen the reference without her mentioning her reference. You knew where to go with that. You're supposed to elevate it, not take it down. Is that why? Oh, that makes perfect sense now. Because I was like, that was me when she said that, like, oh. I was like, who did this look though? Huh. Yeah, it's decent, but that's the thing. I think my expectations aren't high for her ensembles, especially after the season. So for me, I was just really happy that I got a wig that looked good with this outfit. The mouthpiece device, I don't know why, but pop off. You've got what looks like feathers and fur on the arms that's also going into the skirt. You also have these little paillette pleats that are happening here, the circles that are made into that, plus the corset on top, plus it going up top. I don't know, something about this seemed very interesting. I thought it was a Yeti. Did she say it was a Yeti? Because she didn't say anything. I was listening. I didn't hear her say whatever mythological creature she was. But if this is a Yeti, I can see it. I give her Yeti. Not yes, but Yeti. Mm. There are problems in your home. I'm stupid. No, continue. Yeah, this is nice. I like it. I did. Why do I have 6 more minutes left? Oh, commercials. Venus Deluxe. The appropriate response is Alyssa's. That was appropriate. Like, that was appropriate. Like, baby, not only did you do very much a mythological creature, but you also, it's the way you did it. It is so well done. Your hands are in the shoes. These are prosthetic hands holding this, right? But you've draped your entire body. You have a black velvet bodysuit, but you put black tooling over this. Scar, how we're voting, 1 means everything. Like, it's perfection. It's so good. Like, 10s across the board. 2, it's okay. You change some things. 3, it's a chop. It's bad. Boo, Wendy Testaberger, boo. But 1 is the highest. It's 1, 2, 3. 1 high, 2 medium, 3 low. This is the drag I live for. This is the kind of bullshit I live. This is literally the bullshit I live for. This, I'm telling you, this is the one of those things where if a straight person who had never seen drag before in their life but was very intrigued by drag saw this, because they would be thinking of hyperfeminization, and then this comes out. It was the head movements, the way she was moving the feet. Oh my god, it was so good. The eyes, the makeup, the hair, the full bit, everything about this. This is the drag I live for. Give me character, give me craziness, make my mind just swim. It was so good. Bravo, Venus. This is one of my favorite things I've ever seen on television. Like, not even Drag Race, television. Hey, what's going on? God bless America. My cats are playing in the background, if you can't tell. Let's talk about the right, it wasn't costume, Scar. It was so I just like it when people put thought into things and then you can see it. Like you can tell you were paying attention to the visual aspect of this. And you know what's even better, Venus? You sat on that stage, damn near whole cooch to the floor, with your hands holding up like this, just to make sure the illusion still stood. And you were the last person they're speaking to. Bravo. Bravo. That's the kind of shit I live for. Please and thank you. Take the assignment seriously. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, let's talk about these commercials. It doesn't matter if you're black or white. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Black. Da-na-na-na-na. I'm just kidding. Cat, how was her makeup in terms of like getting the full features of a dark-skinned, melanated individual? I mean, you know all about that. So, like, tell us. Kidding. Not. This was funny. I laughed. It was the zoom ins for me. Models. It was the zoom ins for me. I kept hollering. Because at first it felt like, okay, what are we doing? Then all of a sudden the zoom ins for that one word. Yes. All of that. I was like, this is so funny. I love it. I did models. I thought it was just so funny. Did you watch the source material? It's under a minute long. I did get to see it. Because it's funny, when she mentioned this, I felt like I'd already seen it before, which I had, because then I saw it and I was like, oh, okay, work. But I thought it was fucking funny. It was she was taking herself so seriously in this dress, yellow, and it's just the way the camera would zoom in. I think Arizona played this right. I thought she played it very well. Her outfit is the reason why she didn't win. And I want to remind you, because Arizona could have been the top. It was very, very funny, but woof. Woo. Woo. Giving you the best that I got, baby. This feels like I'm watching Death Becomes Her, and Meryl Streep looked at her leg and was like, oh, we need to go back to Morty's. Gotta fix this again. Like, do y'all remember the scene when they were in the funeral and she's like, oh no, and they had to go back and refix themselves, but then Morty died, so there was no one to fix them anymore, so they just were basically I love that movie so much. Y'all talk about uncut foot. Oh my god, not smegma feet. Get out of here. What is wrong with you? Okay. Boo. Boo. Wendy Testerberger. Boo. 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 I thought this was one of the clock destroyers with like some sort of like appropriation of Asian sort of culture situation before this was Lisa. I was almost proud as I am for not having that gigantic breast biblical of I was so happy that we didn't see it. But this didn't make a lick of lollipop sense. It was very, I'm going to give you a couple things in Thai, meditation, dance, swadika, finish. They're going to love my whole drag because his breastplate is so huge. I mean, I saw Jimbo win. Like, it must be for me. Like we're totally the same. No, Jimbo's actually funny. And has some incredible looks too. But like, I didn't laugh at this. I mean, I was, what's the word I'm looking for? I was confused because I kept thinking of Lisa. And as someone who reviewed The White Lotus, and then I did my own research on Lisa, I was like, is this what you wanted to do? Is this where we could have gone? I feel like there were other Thai references that you may have gone in that would have been better fitted for what you were doing. And you still could have been White Lotus. You still could have done the whole White Lotus bit. I think she thought too deep into this one. She could have still done White Lotus if she was a fan of the show, especially because it was based in Thailand the last season. Totally understandable. But like, you could have gave like a different character in that situation and done a election campaign. We're gonna have all this and that and the other. So she tried though, and then the singing was terrible. The only similarities is they're both. I mean, yeah. We're gonna go shopping. I was over here like, what is going on? And then I kept looking at this, what looks like a track jacket for a disfigured woman who possibly will be in the movie Nope and is gonna get sucked into what looks like a hat, but it's actually an alien aircraft. Oh, I ruined the movie. Sorry. Like, I feel like I'm going to see her on a show with Michelle Visage on E! Entertainment Network talking about how did this happen? Well, I don't know. And she's not T.S. Maston. See, the reason why she's not T.S. Maston, because there are no hips to match these titties. And that has been one thing about Sam that has bothered me when she does the big breasts. If you're going to do that, give yourself a little hippie. Give a little hippie pool. Don't look like Wendy Williams on her last leg. Oh, I shouldn't say that right now because shout out to Wendy Williams. I'm happy she's getting back somewhat together again, but y'all know that lady is shaped like the letter P. She ain't got no hip, no ass, no leg. So it's titty and that's what Cyan been given, capital P. That may be what the first is stand for right there. Come on, Nell Carter. Like, look at this. This is crazy. Boo. Brigadine ate this up. I love this. I thought this was everything. This felt very for the election campaign tease and made fun of this person and gave her a bigger personality and made her somewhat of a freak. I was just like, oh my God. Like this, I didn't find any part boring. I thought she hit every mark, especially because she didn't do good at Snatch Game the last time. I mean, you saw that. This was great. This is great. I was like, come on, bring a thing. I was hollering the whole time. The whole time it was good. She'd be like, so sweet, it's pretty, and then go right into it again. I said, Brigga brought it, and I was proud of her. And she also looked really spot on with the person who she was portraying too. Like, she looked spot on. I didn't hate Suki dolls. I kind of like Suki's. To me, it felt a little too short, and it didn't give enough that I was looking for when it came to like this campaign election thing. Oh my God, y'all would use this litter box like right now while I'm in this live. Like, Suki was kind of fun. I don't know. It was the way it's hello everybody. It was very that, a little slurry, and sucks and all this kind of shit. Her eyes stay closed the entire time. I don't know. I was somewhat entertained. No, Suki speaks like 5 different languages, so I think she already knew Spanish and before like even getting to this part. Yeah, she knows like multiple languages, so she was already prepared to speak a little Spanish here. It was fun. It was just fun. It wasn't big. Okay. For my Pinoy, Panay brothers and sisters out there watching this, I need you to help me because I, at the end of this, was just quiet. Was this good? Oh, my Kiana, I love her down. I didn't know if this was good. Oh, yes, looking gorgeous but tired. But you have to say like that, looking gorgeous but tired. That was funny, Alice. Okay. So it was okay. All right. I thought I was like, maybe I'm just not understanding this because I'm not from here and I don't know who this person is and I'm missing the reference. Too niche, possibly. So for me, I was like, I'm gonna let my Filipino brothers and sisters be the ones to give their grades on this one because I don't feel like I should say. Because I'm like, if I knew her, maybe I would probably like this a lot better. Especially because when it comes to like social media and content creators and entertainment, it's one of those things to where if you do not know that person and then they're very niche, can be really hard to figure out like who we're portraying. Because like, think about it. I mean, Jeffree Star was literally on Piers Morgan yesterday pretending to be a normal human being. Like, can you imagine? Had nothing to do with anything, but I just wanted to share that fact because I thought it was weird. Okay, moving on. You didn't like the editing of the video, like the part when she jumped. When she jumped out the video, I thought that was cool. I was like, okay. I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. I was thinking, was there supposed to be? You heard me, Eric, on Piers Morgan. I mean, Piers Morgan's. I can say what I want about him. He's not part of this American media, but like, did you know that Jeffree Star is also transphobic? Do you know how wild that is to hear from a man who got feminine facial surgery 3 times and has been actively, yes, I didn't even know that. I found this out recently because somehow a video popped up and I was like, he was talking some cash shit. I couldn't believe it. I was like, you're lying. You, the last T cell in someone's body having the nerve. Okay, work it out. Work it out, girl. All right. But it also makes sense because he's apparently rhyming with Yahtzee, and I'll leave it at that, but I'll be quiet. But yeah, it's a little nichey, but there were parts I laughed at with Kiana's performance. I was trying to figure it out. I was like, maybe something's going to really pull me in here and I'm going to get it. But to me, it was okay. I didn't hate it, though. I wasn't looking at it like how I'm looking at Siams. Oh, Jeffree Star is transphobic. Sorry, my ADHD kicked in and I got off topic. I need to get back on topic. Oh, I just thought that was wild because I'm like, you present, honey. Like, and come on now. Like, don't do that. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, as much as you want to not be a part of something, be real. Yeah, this was interesting. I thought this was Kimura Hall with less makeup. I know, Mina. Bitch, you can't tell me this ain't Kimura. I say, how you doing, Kimura? I thought she was about to be in a dragon dress and just walk around. And that was gonna be the election campaign. I'm sorry. Her Anna Delvey was really good though, and she did the Russian accent the entire time, and then she switched up at the end. That was brilliant. I was like, because when I was watching it, I said, "Why is she doing the Russian accent and she's not doing the other accent that she likes to do?" And then boom. I'm especially happy because I really wanted Yuha to show up. And I mean, they're there and they've been doing decent, but their runways have been kind of underwhelming for me. And there have been times where I feel like my girl's not really like giving them a run for their money. Today, that all changed. I take it all back. Because I was like, oh no, you came in swinging, bitch. The outfit was nice for the runway. Your Snatch Election was actually really good. And we're going to get to the lip sync in a second. We're going to get there. I was proud. I felt like a proud parent. I was like, oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. It's about time. It's about goddamn time. Oh. Now this joke right here about shooting people is special. It's like, again, shit has recently just happened. So this part right here kind of got me like, I was like, oh, it's not the time. Not right now. The privilege. I'm just gonna let myself out of jail. I was like, this is fucking funny. The book, The Road to Fraudom, the fool crashing out. I was like, yeah, this is great. This is great. I think my favorite Anna Delvey is seeing her with the interview with Z-Way. That's my favorite Anna Delvey. Because Z-Way was putting that girl through it, had that baby almost damn near sweating. How she was giving her those questions where it's like, wait, what? It's like, yep. I'm gonna get you. I love Z-Way. Oh. Venus ate this up too. I don't even know who this lady is. Literally just found out, oh, it's the vice president of the Philippines. Girl. This was great. Reminded me a little bit of somebody over here. I consider to be the most dangerous Care Bear in the United States of America. Yeah, but this was funny. Like really funny when she brought out the whole like, I have the budget, but it's confidential. That's confidential. And we moved into the potato peeling bit, which I thought was super wild. Also, her makeup is crazy. The blood pressure, the checking with the mic full bit getting up, and it's like, wait, what is happening here? Like everything about this was so well done. It was so well thought of too. I was hollering. It's like her runway and this, I knew she was top 2. I knew it. I was like, she's in the top 2. Has to be. Now, they said, Venus and Brigadine, congratulations, you are the top 2 this week. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn, Yuha again? JP, I would love to speak on that, but currently, based off of yesterday's events and things that are happening here, it would not be safe of me to do so. And that's really sad, unfortunately. Really sad. I was like, damn, Yuha's safe again? Fuck. I did. I had that in my head, like, fuck, she was close. They liked everything that she gave. Come on, give somebody. I said, somebody else got to get a little W here now. Come on now. And then they say Yuha's name. Y'all, I'm sorry, her reaction was priceless. That reaction, I would, honey, Yuha, I would bag this up and serve it for flavor because it was genuine. Me, I'm in the top. I get everybody, what? Oh, it was so sweet. I thought it was so cute because she just sat there like, you lying. You notice they had to skip South Park this week. And it's the second time in the history of the show of South Park that they did not drop an episode on time. But because of the most recent things that have been happening currently in the United States of America and with censorship, I feel like they had to redo a big portion of that episode because they already knew what was going to go on. They already had to remove the other episode, even though it wasn't a bad episode. And actually, the person who they were mocking enjoyed said episode of them. But yeah, but anywho, continuing on, we're not going to talk about that. I'm staying away from all that shit. It's dangerous out here. Kiana had that breakdown in the back, and I really did feel bad for her. It's almost as if she was, again, just from being in the workroom and trying to have some sort of hope in themselves, like, I'm gonna pull myself out of this, but they weren't able to, crashing down. This is also a young baby too. I do give my fellow LGBTQIA plus brothers and sisters and those in between who are in their 20s a little bit of light. I give y'all a little room. I'm about to be 39 this year, so I've already experienced my 20s. I've experienced my 30s. To another extent, I'm about to be hitting my 40s, and you already see I'm trying to go into a different direction with my life, right? 20s, you can still make your mistakes. You can still be a person who's learning, okay? Even in your 30s and 40s. Don't let nobody tell you you're supposed to have everything already together. Everybody's lives are completely different, but you're still fresh. And for me, I think the conversation when it came around, like, well, true to Nagito's dead body, where I hate that I read that. I'm not supposed to say that word. Oh my gosh. But yes, I agree with that. They're the only one from their season that are there. They're also a tad bit younger. They're also still fresh. We just had a season that they were on where they dominated. You're now back on the show. You barely had any time to breathe, get new facts, learn new things about yourself, pull new references. You go right back in the show again. You're right back in the pressure cooker. And now you're seeing people who have had time to breathe, step in the room and eat. And you're doing great, sweetie, because the first episode you chewed, right? But like, it's now the expectation of what you just gave that everyone's still reeling off of now being pulled into this. And you do not want to have them going, she was great on her season, but ooh, she choked all stars. That's not fun to hear as somebody who is working their asses off in a show like this, right? Kiana wanted to quit. JP, they were all exhausted. I'm starting to see that because I mean, remember how Yuha and Suki were talking to Siam before this episode, before this part, and they were like, "We're all tired and we're all really, really exhausted. This has been a really hard competition for all of us." I think it's the room. The whole room is feeling. No, don't be sorry for your day. Have your day, baby. You're fine. I'm just laughing because I should have known better to say the D word. Uh, but yeah, I felt bad. I mean, I still feel bad for Siam because again, it's just this has not been a great run at all. Like you were saved way too many times for that matter. But key is the expectations. I mean, shit, Arizona was feeling it the other day. You know, everybody got a little something on their plate, right? Siam starts talking, and Kiana gets up and walks out the room because she was ready. It's over. I'm done. I don't even want to hear this girl. And I love you, Suki, because you were giving advice today, but there was one point in time when you had to, it was when Kiana came back, you went in. Like you were still being lovely and kind with the advice, but you were like, y'all need to really get this shit together. Like you really need to pull it together because this is getting kind of wild. Like y'all have this opportunity. You're about to win some money. You're putting this out there. We have people that are watching. Like like I get it. We are all tired. But goddamn, like we have at least how many more episodes to go? I think that's what Suki was thinking of. We've got how many more episodes? Hold it down. We still got to make a product at the end of the day. We still got to do a show. We still got to give the people something. Like, and think about your talents and what you are doing. You are not less than. It's just that some of these days you're just not hitting what they want for the brief, and that's just the name of the game. It's here for the soup doll here. Now, Siam starts speaking again, and there actually aren't a lot of words, and you cannot say otherwise. Like Siam deadass was over there. I just look at that. See, Nikki. Siam was over there like, well, you know, I'm safe. And I'm not going. And it started to go into this song. And I'm singing better than they were. And you did. Stop chanting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Yeah, I hollered. I hollered. Oh my gosh, is this JP from the pick row? Oh, hey JP. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all give JP some love. Tall glass of water over there. Come on. Shout out to JP. I was like, I know that face. But no, that stop chanting part had me hollering. I'm sorry. That shit was so fun. You bitch. You bitch. You bitch. First Cynthia. Cynthia. Okay, first of all, hey Cynthia. Oh my god, this crossover of different genres and brands of shows over here. First of all, shout out to Cynthia Doll for being on Dragula Titan season 2. You know I'm gonna be rooting for your mom. If you saw my video, Check it out. I would just watch a review. Okay, work. Yay. Thank you, Pookie. I appreciate it. But no, you already know me, Dooley, and the rest of the panel. We're gonna be rooting for you and all our other girls too. Because I'm mad, Cynthia. They put you on with everybody I like. I'm like, fuck, this is like gonna be like Dragula Titans 2, but friendship. And people I give a fuck about. Damn it. There's nobody I hate on the season. So I'm so hyped for what we're gonna see October 7th, and I'm ready to talk about it. And congratulations to you again. And I still hold our hug that we had at DragCon dearly because your energy is everything. I love it. Baby, it's so messy. Yes. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me, Seymour. Get the fuck up and go help. Still iconic. Still iconic. But no, okay, let's get past this part. Stop chanting. It's y'all forgive my cat in the background. She is very much wanting attention right now, but we're almost done. Venus, Yuha, and Brigading are coming back. It's time to lip sync. Mina, I'm almost done, I promise. I thank you. Out of My Head by Benny. I was proud of Yuha. Like, mind you, Brigading is a great lip syncer. And they're talented too. Venus is amazing, right? Okay. I'm looking at Yuha, who I've only seen do this one time before. Mina's chanting. Mina. Stupid. I kind of live for this song. Maddie, talk about Venus going straight for Siam's lipstick. Oh, I mean, that was puss. I'm not gonna lie. Talk about, I don't have to think about this too much. But Miranda, that's some shit I do. Like, what am I playing games for? I don't know who to pick. No, you know who I don't really care for right now. You better hope I don't win, because you know who's going home. But I like this song. I had to download this. I've never heard this song before in my life. And I was like, this is actually kind of the tea. I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up some more Benny. Yuha won. Oh, I know Cherry. I know Cherry on Top. I have that on my playlist. Wait, now I do know that song. You hear me, Rick? I know that one. Cherry on Top. Cherry on Top. How did I find that song? Nothing else. How do I know that song? The cherry on top, cherry top. Mina, how do I know that song? Since you want to talk. How do I know that song? It's gonna bother me. Let me move on. Because I have it downloaded on like 5 different playlists. And I'm like, I think I was going down. Oh, I was going down a K-pop hole. I went down a K-pop hole. Oh, they did on Philippines already? That's maybe the reason why I have it. Maybe. But I also went down like a K-pop hole and I was looking up artists because Twice was my favorite. I mean, they're still my favorite OG K-pop group. But then I do have some Benny songs in there. I know that much. Cat's Eye, which do you consider that K-pop or more like global artist tease? I live for Cat's Eye. There's another group I also like. Can I just pull up my list now while we're talking about this lip sync? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Where's my phone? Phone, come here. If you are an iPhone 13 Pro Max, show yourself. Here you go. I'm debating on upgrading to the 17 Pro Max. Oh, this is the reason why I didn't open this up, because my phone is acting up right now. Thank you. I just updated to the iOS whatever, and like it's already having problems. So I got to restart my phone again. Never mind about what I was trying to do. I was trying to show you some of these songs I like live and breathe for. I don't know who does that level up, up, up. Whoever made that, God bless you. I love using that song during my fighting gameplays. Yuha was in it to win it, if you will. Brigading I enjoyed and I was entertained by what they were doing, and Venus was pretty cool too, right? Something about Yuha, man. I don't know how to describe it. Something about them, it was so endearing watching them give the way they were given. Like like Yuha was feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Yuha was feeling it. Like every movement sharp when they did the clock, the down, I was hollering because they did it every time that part happened. I was like, okay, Yuha. And it's fun. Again, I watched them on their season and they went out and I was like, oh, we don't get to see Yuha no more. They were fun. This was that redemption for me. Oh, it was over when she pulled out the piece of paper. It was over when she pulled out the piece of paper. It was over when they pulled out that piece of paper. Over. She said, oh, and perfect. I'm gonna tell you why the piece of paper didn't doom her, because Brigadine knew most of the words for that rap, but she didn't know all of them. Venus didn't know any of the words for the rap because half the time she was doing it, she was just making tongue faces. And what also is funny is that I don't even think there's anything written on that. That's a small piece of paper. I don't even think she wrote anything on it. Maybe there's like 5 words or something, but I don't even think she wrote anything. I think she did it on purpose just for a little tea. Like, oh, they're gonna love it. They're gonna love this. Like, oh, it's a lot of words, so let me just go ahead and read it off the list and do it like that. It was so funny. It was a little strange that they did a top 3 this week specifically, and they never did it other weeks where they could have done top 3s. It is a little interesting, isn't that? Tad bit, a little interesting. It's like, okay, oh, today's the day. Mm, okay, but shout out to Briggs and shout out to Venus. I was still entertained, but it was Yuha for me. This was fun. Everything about it. I love how the stage looks too. God, that is gorgeous. All right, lip sync's done, and ladies and gentlemen, Yuha wins. And again, Yuha's reaction is perfection to me. It's also her just holding this pose the entire time. Both these girls have been like, thank you, da da da. Yuha, still here. I'm not moving. I'm not moving, mom. I loved it. I'm sorry. I was hollering. I dropped my phone. Ooh. When she learns she wins, this is, to me, I felt Yuha's humbleness and also very, demure attitude, even though there can be loud and outspoken sometimes. I felt that, congratulations, you're the winner. And she, it was just that. It wasn't like, oh, it was, oh. Her confessional was that the yay, you know what I mean? It was like, yay, but it was there. It's, oh, oh, oh. I also have to give it to her for how she did Siam's name. I love this queen. I respect her to do this. She did not apologize to her after saying her name like some girls have done. She held that shit up, did not turn, didn't move an inch, Siam, and stayed center the whole time until Siam walked off to do the hugs. I was living. I lived for that. I lived. Yes, I did know about the glitch happening. If you are subscribed to my Patreon and watch my reactions, the glitch happened during my reaction of said episode. And yes, I lost my grip when it happened. I was like, what the fuck? is going on here? Yeah, because so many of the queens have been like, I'm so sorry, girl, I love you so much. Yuha was like, boom, here is my answer. That's it. And focus, because you're not going to give me eye contact to make me feel bad about this. I'm not turning to you, girl. I have made my decision. It is done. I love that. And she is the only international queen with a badge and a win. Suki's had a top 2, but they have not won the lip sync, right? No. Thank you, Mina, for agreeing with me. I like Siam a lot. This season was a tad bit, you want me to get up, don't you? I thought so. This season had been really tough, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, they started out swinging, and it was beautiful to see. I think once I saw them doing that dance for that song, I knew what I was going to get for the rest of the season, and I was correct. It wasn't going to make sense to me. Siam's awesome in drag and beautiful, but I don't know if competition is really their setting. I don't think that competing with other girls is really for them. Mama was talking about everybody deserves a crown. We should all have crowns. They're not going to split that money. They're not going to split that crown. They're not going to split that scepter. They're not going to split those bookings. That's the point of the competition. You may need to be in a group sport. You know what I mean? Like, if you want the team to win, you might need to be in a group sport. Have you lost your mind? Are you good? Have you lost it? What? Miss Ma'am. No more. No mas. Come on. Come on, little girl. Exactly, Lala. My apologies. I had to get a little dad there. This didn't come from me. Siam acts different backstage and on cam. On that day, she was acting really weird, which confused everyone. Venus even asked if she was into witchcraft. Siam just laughed maniacally and walked away. The table scene actually went on for 5+ minutes. I told y'all. And this is why I was not going to demonize Venus. Because one, I understand as a Christian, if I'm uncomfortable, I'm uncomfortable. And then two, at the same time, I'm looking at everybody else. I'm like, now, wait a minute, baby. Hold on here. This lady said, I am here. You're going to hear me. Stood on the table with their bare feet. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I would be thinking, well, shit, we're not eating there today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not eating there today. And again, if Siam is crashing out, understandable. We all have our moments where we kind of lose a little bit of ourselves. Okay? It happens. But the way people are calling, and I'm glad, let's just go ahead and let me get to it. Y'all calling that girl a bully is bullshit. It's super sensitive and it's kind of crazy. Was she wrong for bringing up the witchcraft and it makes you feel some kind of way? Understandable. Calling that girl a bully is wild. Y'all are just using wow words now to make whatever opinions sound more stable and substantiable in these situations. And they don't have to be because they're not real. Okay? Where they're filming a show for 18+ hours. Jiggly used to tell me this shit all the time. They film for a long time. So much happens in between that time. They have to edit it down and they have to post it. They give you what they think you want to see. And then sometimes it doesn't work out that way. But like, kudos need to be given. Kiana had a breakdown, but she came back out here and she stayed in the competition. Give her coots. She's also a beast. So like, let's not knock that. We know her power. We know her worth. That's why I'm not worried about Kiana. And I also still say this, and I'm bringing this up. Key, if they ever call you, let me call you Key, sister. If they call you for an American All-Star season, take that job. Take it. Because when Marina, my other baby, did UK versus the world, take that job. Make sure you got money for the prize though. Don't let them get you for a CD. Ask Blue Hydrangea. She didn't deserve that. Hey Blue, you didn't deserve that, sister. They gave you a song and a trip to LA. Chop. Like no shade. But next week is going to be the lip sync Lollapalooza. Will this be a redemption for the Kiana? I'd be here for it. Brigading's been cutting up. They've won their lip sync. Brickpool. Venus is everything. Eats. Suki, she give a little something, something. I'm concerned for, I don't even. Who do you think is gonna, no, shoot, I don't want to know if you should ask that question. Because I'm kind of like, I feel like he will pee on all these girls. No shade, because she's just good for what it is. Speaking of which, eye contact, she know what she doing. I love a queen that know how to look at that camera and go, yes. Well, yes. Venus does it too. Briggs does it too. All the Filipino girls do it. I'm nervous for Suki and Yuha because Siam's not there to go home in their place in a Lollapalooza. That was mean. I know. I'm sorry. That was mean. I'm not trying to be, but like if Siam was still there, I would have more confidence for the other people that were lip sync lovers. Unless no one's going home, like we don't know, right? Yeah. Ooh, okay. Because I mean, Arizona's like also very good comedy queen when it comes to lip syncing, but they also are entertaining too. Arizona, Kiana, Brigading, Vinyas, Suki Doll, and Yuha. JP, thanks for that context. And it's not to like come after people who are like, we feel a ways, but it's kind of like, again, a point of, and I'm not going to highlight that one, y'all. I want y'all to be in the live chat to read what he said. Y'all, they film forever. And a lot goes on we don't see, and people feel weird. You know what I mean? Like people feel strange about stuff. So like things happen. So like, yeah, like I thank you for that. Cause in my spirit, I knew, I was like, I'm sorry. She did make them all feel uncomfortable. No one is over here thinking this is entertaining. They are concerned for her. And Venus had pause in what was going on. I mean, could have been worded better, didn't have to mention witchcraft, but they also had their own traumas that they were dealing with too. So I just felt like people need to be more gray about the situation versus black and white and be like, attack her, attack. It's like, no, let's really think about this. Like, what happened here? Matty, I love you. If you want more tea, I'll need an invite to the panel. Oh, you want to come on the panel? JP, are you taking over Jiggly's spot for our sister? JP, message me on if you have Instagram, just hit me up on Instagram. We'll talk and we'll get all that information done down there. Because it'd be cool to have you on. We'd love to have you. Let's see here. I also saw that photo shoot you did with Pangina, my other sister. Hey, Pam. I said, oh, it's a little, things are getting too spicy for the pepper over here. Oh, so next week, no more Cat and no more Alyssa Edwards. We get Sasha Colby and Precious Paula Nicole. So we're going to be blessed and highly favored. We haven't seen Nymphia yet. So does that mean that Nymphia and Marina are going to be on the same episodes? I'm just excited that the next judges tables are going to be ones that I'm going to live for and not have to like look at half of it, you know, like, okay, let's see who's over here. Like, I'm just happy that I'm going to be like, okay, I don't have to talk about this girl. I can go to the rest of it. So yes, Paula Precious looks good. Sasha looked good. I was like, yeah, buddy. And so Lollapalooza, we're going to have a good time next week. And you know what else is funny? The Lollapalooza episode is on my birthday. September 24th. So, yes, if you're on my Patreon, I will have the reaction posted that morning. That afternoon, I'll be going live for my birthday live. It'll be like 12, like what time is it now? Like 12:56 over here. It'd be like 12:30 my time that I start that up. Maybe even 12 o'clock-ish or whatever, but it'll be for my birthday. Yay. And I live for that too. Cause I'm like, I get a good episode of lip syncing on my B-Day. And then the following day, Drag Race UK season 7 premieres. Libras are eating this season. So I'm so excited about that. But yes. Okay. We got the episode done. I talked way too long, but I'm kind of excited and glad I did because JP stepped in the room. Shout out to JP. Show him some love. Our pit crew members. Shout out to all the pit crew. Shout out to Cynthia Doll. Y'all just don't know I love that bitch. When I met her too, that energy, ooh, girl, you have a good aura about your spirit. You just don't know because it's still been sticking with me since I've been over here. I'm like, damn, I always think about, wonder what Cynthia's doing. Same thing I do with Miss Blackberry and a couple others. I'm like, wonder what they up to right now. But I'm excited. This is gonna be a fun next week. We have a lot of new shows to cover, a lot of stuff to look forward to, and I'm happy to do it with you in the middle of me looking for another job. So your boy is busy, but it's good busy work. So thank you. Carlana, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, baby. Got to sign off, but here's an advance happy birthday super chat. Oh, thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. If y'all did want to throw me anything for my birthday, please send it to the paypal.me/Matty-Rants, cash up $Matt924 in Venmo Matty-Rants. I do encourage the super chats too, because YouTube loves it when y'all do that. But Carletta, bless you, babe. Cutesy oots. I appreciate you, mama. Thank you. Oh yeah, Titan season 2 coming up, UK season 7. We got Drag Race Philippines. We got at least 3-4 more episodes of this. Probably 3. 3-4? 3-4? 3, more than likely. Either way, I'm excited. So yes, make sure you watch Drag Race Philippines, Slaysian Royale on Wow Presents Plus, or wherever it is at in your local areas. Support these dolls. Make sure you do not send hate to anybody that we talked about today. And definitely tip your local drag queens. I love y'all to death. I love you so. God, got me saying it. No, I will see you tomorrow for Project Runway's review. My hair will more than likely be different. I gotta cut it now. I gotta cut the sides off now, but I gotta get my hair braided tomorrow. So I will see you. Do I go on Twitter often? Yeah, I'm on Twitter often. I do get notifications on Twitter. That I do. I said poop. But yeah, see you tomorrow for Project Runway. Take care. And if you're on my they haven't given us a House of Villains premiere date yet. But if you're on my Patreon, look out for the reaction for Project Runway tonight. I'm posting that tonight because I want to get everything set up tomorrow before I go do my hair in the morning. But thank you, Adam. Thank you all. God bless you all. Take care. No matter what you believe in, no matter what is going on in your life, hang on, hold your head up, and try again tomorrow because I got to see you. Okay? I love you all. Take care. I got you. And I'll see you for the next one. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Stop chanting.
Listen. Yeah.